I opened my daughter's college acceptance letter by mistake and immediately called her father. My hands were shaking as I stared at the letter from Stanford University. Emma wasn't even home from her job at the frozen yogurt place yet, and here I was holding what could be the biggest moment of her life. The envelope had been sitting on our kitchen counter for 3 days because she was too scared to open it, kept saying she needed the right mindset first. When I saw the Stanford logo through the mail slot this morning, my stomach dropped. This was her dream school, the one she'd been talking about since sophomore year. She'd written 17 drafts of her essay about wanting to study environmental engineering to help save the planet. I'd watched her stress cry over her SAT scores at our little dining room table so many times. But here's the thing nobody knew. Emma thought her dad had been paying her college savings account for the past 6 years like he promised during our divorce. Every month, I'd been the one secretly putting away $200 from my waitressing tips while she believed it was coming from him. He'd been telling her about all this money he was saving, how proud he was, how he couldn't wait to see her succeed. Complete lies. The man hadn't sent a single dollar. So when I saw that thick envelope, I panicked. I called him immediately. "David, she got into Stanford," I said, my voice cracking. "She actually got in." There was this long pause. Then he laughed. Actually laughed. "Well, that's great, but you know I can't afford that right now. My new business is struggling and Bethany just had the baby." Bethany, his 25-year-old girlfriend who he'd been with since Emma was 14, the same girl who posted Instagram stories from expensive restaurants while my daughter ate ramen noodles for dinner 4 nights a week. "You promised her," I whispered into the phone. "For 6 years you've been promising." "Look, Sarah, community college isn't that bad. She'll figure it out." I hung up and just sat there staring at that letter. Then Emma walked through the door in her work uniform, smelling like vanilla and exhaustion. She saw the Stanford envelope in my hands and froze. "Mom, did you?" "Sweetie, sit down." She sat across from me, those big brown eyes full of hope and terror. I took a deep breath and told her everything. About the money I'd been saving, about her father's lies, about how we had enough for exactly 1 year at Stanford, but that was it. Emma started crying, but not the way I expected. She wasn't devastated. She was angry. "He's been lying this whole time?" I nodded, feeling awful for destroying her image of him. But then she wiped her tears and looked at me with this determination I'd never seen before. "Mom, 1 year is enough. What do you mean?" "I'll make it work. I'll get scholarships, student loans, work study. I'll prove I belong there in 1 year, and then I'll figure out the rest." She grabbed the letter from my hands and ripped it open. "Congratulations," she read out loud, then screamed so loud our upstairs neighbor started banging on the floor. 2 days later, Emma called her father to tell him about Stanford. I listened from the kitchen as she calmly explained that she knew about the money situation and that she'd be attending without his help. "But don't worry, Dad," she said, her voice perfectly sweet. "I'll make sure to mention in my graduation speech how I did it all by myself, you know, in case any of your business clients are watching." The man who hadn't contributed a penny suddenly started offering to help with textbooks. Emma starts at Stanford next month. She got 2 additional scholarships and a work study position in the environmental engineering lab. And me? I'm working double shifts and couldn't be prouder.